Yes, in this tutorial we are going to study the Huffman coding. Huffman coding. What is Huffman coding? Huffman coding is a type of source coding. What do you mean by source coding? In the digital communication, the very first block is the source coding. What do you mean by source code? Whatever the source received at the input of digital communication, it is coded with the help of various techniques. One of the technique is Huffman code, Shannon-Fano code. There are various coding techniques. In this lecture, we are going to study the Huffman coding. So the source may be a voice signal, picture signal, signal from the loudspeaker. There may be various sources, and these sources need to be converted. These sources need to be coded. That's why we are studying this Huffman coding technique. Okay, now we'll solve an example based on Huffman coding, so that with the help of example it will be more clear to you that how we have to construct the tree with the help of Huffman tree, and how to find out the code efficiency with the help of Huffman code. So I'll take an example. Note down the example. A source, or we can say a discrete memoryless source, has an alphabet of 5 symbols with probability is 0.5, 0.3, 0.1, 0.1 and 0.05. Okay, these are the probabilities given: 0.5, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, 0.1 and 0.05. Okay, construct Huffman code. Construct Huffman code and find code efficiency. Okay, construct Huffman code and find code efficiency. This is the example we are going to solve. With the help of this example, it will be more clear to you how to construct the Huffman code. Okay, in the Huffman coding. Now we'll solve this example. Okay, I'll construct the Huffman code. Okay, the first step is to arrange the probabilities in the descending order. Whatever the probabilities are given, suppose the probabilities are we know that it is 0.5, 0.5, 0.3, 0.1, 0.1 and 0.05. These are the probabilities given to us. We need to construct the Huffman code for these probabilities. So what we have to do in the first step is to arrange the probabilities in the descending order. After arranging the probabilities in the descending order, last two probabilities are added for which 0 and 1 are assigned. Last two probabilities are added for which 0 and 1 are assigned. So we have assigned 0 and 1 to last two probabilities, and addition of these two probabilities are 0.1 plus 0.05 is 0.15. Okay, so this 0.15, whatever the addition we are getting, is again rearranged in the descending order in the next stage. I say it is the first stage. So 0.5 is having higher value, that's why it will remain as it is. 0.3 again having higher value, so 0.3 will remain as it is. This 0.1 is the third value, but the addition of 0.05 and 0.1 is more, that's why it will be shifted as high as possible. So it will become 0.15, and this 0.1 is shifted over here as 0.1. Is it clear? Yes. Now we have to continue this process until we are left with two probabilities for which 0 and 1 are assigned. Okay, continue the process. Now addition of these two probabilities, last two probabilities, is 0.1 plus 0.15 is 0.25. 0 and 1 are assigned to this in the step 2. This 0.5 is shifted as it is. This 0.3 will shift it as it is because the addition of 0.1 and 0.15 is 0.25. So 0.25 is over here. Is it clear? No. In the next stage, repeat the process until we have left only two probabilities. So for which 0 and 1 are assigned. What is the addition? 0.3 plus 0.25 is 0.55, which is greater than 0.5. So 0.55 will be having the highest probability, and this 0.5 is shifted over here. This is happened in the stage third, for which we have assigned, for which we are assigning 0 and 1. Okay, space problem, so I will do some management. Okay, these two probabilities are assigned with 0 and 1. The addition of these two is 0.55. So 0.55 will be over here, and this 0.5 is shifted over here, and last two probabilities are left for which 0 and 1 are assigned. In this way we have completed the tree. We have constructed the tree, Huffman tree, for these probabilities. Now the next step is to find the equivalent digital code for each probability. Suppose we have to find out the probability digital code for all the probabilities. So rewrite the probabilities once again. Rewrite the probabilities as 0.5, 0.3, 0.1, 0.1 and 0.05. These are the probabilities. The digital code for 0.5 can be found out by tracing the path. Now trace the path from this end. It is going here, here and here. In this way, this is the last point. So if we'll trace the path and find the digital code assigned to these probabilities, we come to know that only this one is assigned to this 0.5. Throughout the complete path, only this one is assigned to this probability. So the digital code for this probability is 1. Is it clear? If it is not clear, don't worry. For the second probability, it will be more clear to you when we'll trace the path. Okay, we'll trace the path and we'll try to understand how we have calculated the digital code for every probability. Now we'll see for the second probability. Trace the path for second probability. 0.3 going here, here, and then it is combined and going here. Okay, now see the digital code over here. The first digital code we are getting on this point, and second digital point on this point, means 0 and 0. So this is will be having we'll write first and this will write second. Okay, so it will be 0 and 0. First we'll write LSB bit, least significant bit, then most significant bit, that is MSB bit. So 0 0 is the code for the second probability. Is it clear how we have written 0 0? Okay, the code for second probability we are getting as 0 0. Okay, if it is not clear, it will be more clear in this step. Okay, now trace the path for the third probability. 0.1. Okay, it is going here, then shifted here, it is combined, then going here, then it is combined, and this point. Now trace the path. When it is started from this point, the first bit is 1. The second bit is after combination, the second bit is this 1. and it is combined, and the last bit is 0. So 1 1 0, but this one is LSB. So first this one is written first, then this one is written second, and the last 0 is over here in the MSB bit. Is it clear? 011, how we have written 011, is it clear? Okay, so the code for this probability is 011. See the code for the next probability, that is 0.1. For this 0.1, now trace the path. It is going here, it is combined, then this path, it is combined, then this path, it is combined, and this path. See, this 0 first, then after combination this 0 second, then after combination this one is third, and after combination this 0 is last. Means 0 0 1 0. So for this probability it is 0 0 1 0, from least significant bit to the most significant bit. Okay, if you are following in this direction, then it is okay, but here we are following this direction. That's why first we need to write the LSB bit and move to the MSB point. That is 0100 is the code for the probability of 0.1. Is it clear? The third 0.1 is 011. The next 0.1 is 0100. And at last we'll find out, we'll trace the path for this last 0.5. So for this last 0.5, it is going this way, it is added, then this probability is added, this, and this is the path. So by tracing the path, this is the first bit 1, after combination it is 0, then it is combined, then it is 1, and it is 0. So 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 is the code for this probability. Okay, the code is 10101. You know, is it clear how to find out the digital code for this particular probability? Now the length of the code word, here it is 1 bit, it is 2 bit, it is 3 bit, it is 4 bit, and it is also 4 bit. This is the length in bits. Okay, now this is the procedure. In this way we have constructed the code word. So construct the Huffman code we have completed. Now the second part of the question is find code efficiency. Now we need to find out the code efficiency. For finding the code efficiency, the formula is efficiency is equals to H, that is entropy, by L, that is length of the code word, multiplied by 100. In this way we can find out the code efficiency. Find out the value of H first, that is nothing but entropy, that is average information per message. The formula for entropy is H is equals to summation K is equals to 1 to M Pk log base 2 1 by Pk. Okay, what is K? K is the step size. What is M? M is nothing but the number of messages. How many number of messages are there? That is nothing but M. The value of K is nothing but it starts from 1 and goes up to the maximum value. Then Pk is nothing but probability of occurrence of Mk, and Mk is nothing but the messages. So various probabilities are given. Substitute the values here to find out the value of H. So for H is equals to, the first probability is how much? 0.5 log base 2 1 by 0.5 plus the second probability is 0.3, so 0.3 log base 2 1 by 0.3, okay, plus 0.1 log base 2 1 by 0.1, or we can write 2 into 0.1 because there are two values of 0.1, or 0.1 log base 2 1 by 0.1 plus 0.05 log base 2 1 by 0.05. okay, calculate with the help of a calculator, but be careful, in some of the calculator log base 2 is not given, and you need to calculate with the help of log base 10 only. So in that situation, what you have to do, if only log base 10 is available in your calculator, so log base 10 of that particular value divide by log base 10 of 2. In this way you can find out the log base 2 value. okay, and if the log base 2 can be directly find out with the help of your calculator, so no need to do this calculation, then this calculation is not useful. okay, directly you can find out the log base 2. so now calculate with the help of your calculator how much you are getting. The value of H we are getting as 1.901. okay, what is the unit of entropy? Bits per messages. Bits per message. This is nothing but the entropy we have find out. We got the entropy. The value of H is 1.901. The next thing, we have to find out the length of the code word. For finding length of the code word, the formula is again summation k is equals to 1 to m pk into length of message in bits. That is nothing but the length we have already find out here. The length is 1 bit, 2 bit, 3 bit, 4 bit and 4 bit. So substitute the value. The first probability is 0.5 multiplied by, it is required only 1 bit to represent this. Where is it? 1 bit is required. So 0.5 into 1 plus, next is 0.3, how many bits? 2 bits, plus next how much? 0.1, how many bits? 3 bits, plus then 0.1, how many bits? 4 bits, and last probability is 0.05, how many bits? 4 bits are required to represent 0.05. The value of L is nothing but 2. This is the length of the code we got from this formula of finding the length of sequence. Now substitute all these values in the efficiency formula as efficiency is equals to H by L into 100. The value of H is 1.901, value of L is 2. So the efficiency we got with the help of this formula as how much efficiency? Efficiency is equals to 95.05%. In this way we can find out the efficiency of the code word with the help of Huffman coding. Okay, these are the steps of finding code efficiency with the help of Huffman coding. What we have to do, whatever the example is given, we need to arrange the probabilities in descending order. After arranging, last two probabilities are added for which 0 and 1 are assigned, and again it is rearranged in the descending order. In the next stage the procedure should be repeated until we have left with only two probabilities for which 0 and 1 are assigned. Then with the help of by tracing the path of the various probabilities, we can get the digital code for every probability, and this code is useful for finding the length of the code word, for which how many bits are there we need to observe. Then substitute the value in the formula of efficiency as efficiency is equals to entropy with respect to length of message, and by substituting the value we can find out the efficiency. Is it clear? Very simple. We have taken an example. If you are having any doubt, you can write in the comment box. We'll solve some more example based on the Huffman coding so that it should be more clear to you. Okay, thank you.